Okay, so today we're looking at promotions within VinPower Connect. Promotions itself is an add-on, which means that the lender will need to be licensed for promotions to use the functionality described in today's session. So what does the promotions add-on bring to the table, so to speak? As we know, promotions in general are a great way for new clients to onboard to get new clients to onboard for a lender, whether it be a campaign for an interest-free period for hire purchase goods, or a discounted rate for the first year on a loan, or a way to facilitate a store card with interest-free or no payments for part of the term. This add-on allows the standard loan characteristics of a loan account type to be overridden for a specified period of time, meaning things like the interest rate can be applied to only a limited group of introducers as well. Sorry, crossed over there, you can filter it, but we'll go over that soon. For example, the promotions add-on does allow the finance company to offer for a limited time a 6-month interest-free deal to specific retail chains, branches, entities, dealers, or brokers only. In order to restrict a promotion by branch, dealer, or broker, they would also need to potentially be licensed for branches and external parties as well. So once licensed for the add-on, the promotions themselves are configurable via the account type on the promotions page. As you can see from the image here, you can then see a grid listing of the promotions attached to the account type and a summary below showing the specific characteristics of the promotion highlighted. From this page, you can add a new promotion or edit an existing one. You do need to be in edit mode on the account type first before you're able to drill down into the promotion and edit it. There's also the ability via the button strip below to add new promotions and to reorder the grid and to delete promotions as well. You can duplicate them if you want to duplicate an old promotion and maybe change some of the details around. So lots of options there. Some of the other buttons along the button strip allow you to show promotions prior to their stop date. If we click that one, you'll see the closed one has disappeared. The promotions that are listed here will be available for the user to select when using this account type via the new account wizard, provided all the other requirements are met, such as any applicable filters on the promotion itself, which brings us to adding a promotion in the promotion wizard. So when you either edit an existing promotion or add a new one, the first page you'll come across is the promotion details page. This page allows the user to label the promotion's code and description, enter the dates for which the promotion will be valid for, the option to close the promotion, and enter any range filters that need to be applied. The branches filter, as mentioned, allows the lender to restrict promotions to specific branches only. The dealer and broker filters, again, allow the lenders to restrict availability of the promotion to set dealers or brokers. The additional button available on these lines adds the option of automatically including any sub-dealers or sub-brokers, which means in viewing the external party hierarchy, any dealers or brokers under them in the tree will be included. In our example here, we've got A, B, CR and SR. If we had selected one of the other options, I'll just briefly go back and show you here. Head office. In our external party hierarchy, we can see head office is a level 1, and we've got 2 level 2 dealers here that come under head office that will automatically have access to the promotion as well. Moving on to the next page in the wizard, it's the override section, where a user can specify what is to be overridden when using the promotion on an account. This includes options for the following categories: new accounts, term, payments, interest, overdue and defaults, and other. You'll notice the categories are labelled in the same order as their corresponding pages in the normal account type settings, so the user can easily find the setting they need to override with the promotion. For the first category of new accounts, there are options available to override what is available in the new account wizard for various options, such as the default ledger and description, and whether certain items can be entered, like the entry of first payment date, a balloon payment, etc. For example, when an interest-free promotion is active, the lender may not want the user to be able to then allow the entry of a balloon payment or to override the regular repayment values, depending on the conditions of the promotion at a business level. The tick down the left-hand side of the grid here will indicate that you want to override it. These two here, unticking it will set the value to false, and ticking it will set the value to true. In the standard column, this displays what is already set on the account type, and this warning here will appear if you choose to override it, but you have the setting the same as what's already set. So it's just going to warn you that you're trying to override it, but the values are the same. Next category is term, and again, selecting here what you choose to override. If you do not have a true false option in the list here, you'll either be able to free type or select from a drop down list. For the term options, they may wish to impose term restrictions where the promotion is in use. For example, a minimum term of 1 year where there is a 6-month interest-free promotion, to include a 6-month period where they can potentially accrue interest should the borrower not plan to repay the lending within the interest-free period. Conversely, they could also use the term list, limit, term to list, and minimum and maximum term overrides to restrict the account to the length of the promotion. In the payment section, again, pretty similar, but they can be used for various scenarios. For example, part of the promotion may be no payments for 6 months, so a default first payment of 6 months may be useful. Again, similar to the other account type setting overrides for promotions, you can also opt to override list options, etc., and use the limit to list functions. In the interest section, this is particularly useful for default overrides and restrictions, as shown in the examples here. We have overridden the standard account type options to include a startup type of interest-free, and restricting the interest option for the remaining term, if applicable, to fixed rate only. The same warning we saw in our first override image would also appear here for this one, as the interest rate we're choosing to override, but it is the same as the standard account value. I just really wanted to highlight this because it's something to watch out for, because as soon as you click that next button, you're going to get that warning. Again, if you don't have a true false option, you can free type in here using comma separated lists, or select from a drop down list if available. On the overdue and defaults page, the options available for overriding are the rate basis and default fees. So for example, on a normal account with no promotion, they may choose not to charge default fees, unlikely, but maybe. Where a loan is on interest free, they may choose to override that as a way to include or recoup some of their losses involved with chasing late payments, etc. Essentially, the overrides on all of these categories are available to enable ease of use for the user when using a promotion and to facilitate any necessary features the lender may need to include for the promotion. Finally, on the other section, I haven't added the image in, but we can see it down here anyway, is just the statement options. So if it's a 6-month interest-free period, you may choose to set it to 6 monthly, and then they'll get their statement right when that period has ended. Once we click next, we will go to the transactions page. Now here we'll display any of the standard transactions you've got set on the account type already, and there's a few options you can choose for the promotion. So you can choose to override all and then only include what you've added in here. Include all except, so you may want most of them, but some you wish to specifically exclude, or you may wish to exclude all of them except one of the standard transactions, like the establishment fee may be the same. In my example here, I've added some additional ones with a special price establishment fee as an example. Once you click finish, your promotion will be added and you will return back to the account type screen where you can see the summary. So they're pretty easy to set up. If you need to go further with customizations, there is the ability to define parameter sets and with scripting force the entry of additional details as part of the new account wizard, etc. So once you've got your promotion, you're going to see that in the new account wizard. So we'll move on and have a look at that in action now. So your promotion option appears below the account type, and you can see we've only got the two available current promotions in the list, and depending on which broker and branch and things we'd selected on the first page, the list would differ. So if we select our 6-month interest-free promotion and then head on through to the financial page, you can see the two transactions I added are here. So a standard loan advance of $2,000 and the establishment fee of $65. We can see here that it's got the startup interest-free, followed by the fixed rate of 20%. And if we have a look at the schedule, we have, if you do recall, we had selected no payments for the first 6 months, and we can see that's automatically been added in here to make it easy peasy for the user. From there, it's just your standard process. Open the account and done. So that's all we really have today for promotions. They're fairly straightforward, but as always, if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact application support in relation to user interface queries or code support for any code-related queries.